Hey guys, so let's talk accountability. So I'm Dr. Erica Judge Edwards, the creator of Carl Emery's World, and my 2.5-year-old daughter, Carl Emery, is autistic. And so one of the things that is important is, finding a balance between what's age appropriate behavior, what is behavior related to her autism diagnosis that we need to develop a long-term plan for, and what are the things that she does that we need to immediately hold her accountable for because she knows better. So this morning, I had something in my hand. It was a plastic bowl and it was 3 plastic food items because Carl had made me a plate in her little kitchen, and so she gave me the bowl of food. Well, while I was holding the bowl of food, she decided that she wanted to get something out of the kitchen. So she came to me, and what she'll do, she'll, pull on my hand and, lead me by the hand into the kitchen if there's something that she wants to get. So she came and did that. And so in the process of doing that, the bowl and the plastic food items dropped out of my hand. Now, do I think that it was malicious and that she purposely knocked the bowl of food on the floor? No, I do not. I recognize that, she has fine motor deficits and, sometimes her body moves in a way beyond her control. So I really think that she was just trying to entice me to come with her. But in the process, the food dropped on the floor. So what did I do in that case? Well, I said to her, Carl, we can go into the pantry and get the things that you need, but first, you're going to have to pick up these items. So what did she do? She immediately picked up all 3 items. She picked up the bowl, she put them in the bowl, and she set them on the table. And so at that point, I said, okay, let's go. And I looked at her and I said, good job. You know the right things to do. And we went to the pantry, we got her applesauce, and all was well. So a couple of things here, right? So there could have been an assumption that, she knocked these things on the floor and that she needed to be disciplined for that. Well, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, and it's not really age appropriate. So of course I would not approach it like that. And then on the other hand, I could have said, well, she didn't try to do it. It was a mistake. So let's just go to the pantry, and we could have just left them on the floor. Well, I didn't want to do that either. And then I could have also just picked them up for her, right? Well, I also did not want to do that. In life, we're going to do some things, not necessarily malicious intent, definitely can be a mistake, but it does not mean that we shouldn't clean up our messes. If I go in the kitchen and, I'm cooking eggs and I drop an egg on the floor, well, I'm going to pick it up, right? And so I want to teach her to do these same things. And the thing about it is that, when I told her, I said, okay, Carl, you have to pick this up before we go to the pantry. I didn't know what her reaction was going to be. And I was honestly pleasantly surprised because she understood me perfectly. She followed, what I asked her to do perfectly. And she understood, okay, mommy wants me to pick this up and then we're going to go and do what I want. And, she did it perfectly. And that doesn't always happen with 2-year-olds, right? And so I'm very, very proud of her because there was no pushback. There was no tantrum. There was no fussing. There was nothing. And of course, she's 2 years old, right? So even had she had a tantrum, that would have been, perfectly age appropriate. And we do, read books about emotional regulation, and, it's okay to experience various emotions, and we teach her how to work her way through this, but it just goes to show, her reaction shows me that, the positive reinforcement that we're doing is working. The gentle parenting is working. The accountability is working because, since Carl was, 2 years old, when she finishes eating her dinner, she takes her plate, she'll dump the food food in the trash. She'll put her utensils in the sink. Anytime she wastes something, we hand her a paper towel, or, something where she can clean up whatever she's wasted. And when she's done, she'll take that paper towel and she'll put it in the trash. So we're really big on, her cleaning up after herself. When she plays with her toys, we sing the cleanup song. We let her clean those up. So we're really teaching her how to be accountable in an age appropriate way. And she really is, growing up, and she's doing really, really well. But one of the main points I want to make is that, yes, my daughter is autistic. Yes, she's 2 years old, but yes, there are still expectations in place. And yes, there is still accountability. And we are never going to be parents that make excuses for her, or that, dismiss anything that she does as, oh, she's autistic, because in my opinion, that would be insulting to her, right? And it would be assuming that she's not capable of things that she could quite possibly be capable of. And so I'm glad, I took that opportunity to ask her to pick up those items. It was really a proud mommy moment for me. So I just wanted to, share that with you guys. And, I'm glad that everyone is following along on our journey, and I hope that you guys will continue to follow along. Carl is doing really well, and so we just hope that, you guys continue to follow along with us as we continue to work ensuring that she reaches her full potential and becomes the best person that she can possibly be. Have a nice day.